Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really focusing on something pretty big in iGaming. It's the evolution of how sportsbook odds get set. Moving away from the old manual ways towards, well, AI.
Yeah, it's a massive shift. And the big question lots of people are asking is, are we already a fully autonomous odds setting? Is the AI just running the show now?
Exactly. And we know keeping up with these trends is crucial for you listening. So this deep dive is really about giving you that shortcut, that clear picture of what's happening.
Definitely. It impacts everything: efficiency, how risk is managed, even the experience for the better. So, yeah, understanding this is key for anyone working in iGaming today.
Okay, so let's maybe start with the before picture. What were the main problems, the challenges, with the traditional way relying purely on human traders?
Well, the traditional setup involved, really skilled human traders. They used their gut instinct, lots of spreadsheets, kept an eye on the market.
Right, the classic image.
Exactly. But the game has changed. There's been this huge explosion in micro markets, like betting on the next throw-in, stuff like that. Plus, live in-play betting is massive now, and all those player props.
So just the sheer volume and speed.
Precisely. The amount of data, the speed it comes in at, and the need to react instantly, it's just become incredibly difficult for humans alone to keep up effectively. You hit limits on speed, precision, and just plain scale.
Okay, so the human-only model just couldn't scale up or react fast enough anymore. That makes sense.
Yeah, and that's where these smart trading desks start coming into play.
Right, the AI-powered systems. We're talking semi-autonomy here, mostly.
Pretty much, yeah. It's about using AI to augment the process.
Okay, so can you break that down a bit?
Yeah.
How exactly is AI changing the odds-setting process? What's it doing?
Sure, there are several key things. First, AI can predict market movements in real time, and not just for one game, but across, tons of leagues and sports all at once.
Okay, that's a big difference in scope.
Huge. Then machine learning is great at spotting weird betting patterns very quickly. Things that might indicate insider info or coordinated betting. The system can flag that and trigger instant adjustments to the odds.
Ah, so it's a risk management tool, too.
Definitely. And maybe most importantly, these systems can actually self-correct. They look at the incoming bets, the results, and adjust their own models. They might tweak the margin or shift the exposure automatically without someone needing to step in every time.
So risk management becomes less about reacting after the fact, like manual hedging, and more proactive.
Exactly. It's more about using the model to balance exposure automatically based on the real-time flow of bets.
That sounds incredibly powerful. But, the question everyone asks, does this mean the human traders are just gone? Is that role disappearing?
Not entirely, no. It's more of an evolution, I'd say. Their role is shifting. Instead of setting every single odd, they're focusing more on oversight.
Like managing the machines.
Sort of. Auditing the AI models, using their deep sports knowledge to refine the algorithms, handling the really complex edge cases or unusual situations the AI might not grasp perfectly. It's becoming more about strategy and oversight.
So it's more collaborative. Humans and AI working together.
That's the idea, yes. The synergy is where the real power lies.
Okay, this sounds good in theory. Do we have any, concrete examples of how this works out? Any results operators have seen?
Yeah, actually, there's a good mini case study. A major global operator rolled out an AI-enhanced trading platform for one of their main sports verticals.
And what happened?
After about 6 months, they saw some pretty significant results. Live betting uptime, meaning fewer times the market had to be suspended, improved by 18%. That's a big deal for user experience and turnover.
18%. Wow. Okay. What else?
They also found their profit margins were much more stable, especially during volatile moments in games like, a key player getting injured or a sudden score change. The AI helped manage the risk better.
Better risk control makes sense. Any impact on the team itself?
Yeah, the trading team reported being more productive. Because the AI handled a lot of the rapid minute-by-minute adjustments, the humans could focus more on the bigger picture, on strategy, on refining the models.
So the operator's takeaway was that combining human judgment with AI speed was better than either one alone.
Exactly that. It wasn't about replacement, it was about enhancement. The synergy delivered better results across the board: uptime, risk, efficiency.
Right. So when we look at the whole industry, what's the main takeaway here? What should operators be thinking about?
I think the key message is that the future of trading desks is almost certainly hybrid. It's this blend of AI capabilities and human expertise.
You need both strengths.
Precisely. AI is unbeatable for those real-time adjustments across thousands of markets, for balancing exposure automatically, for catching anomalies at massive scale. Humans bring the strategic thinking, the intuition for edge cases, the understanding of context that AI might miss, and they make the higher value decisions about overall strategy.
So the advice would be to embrace this shift now.
Absolutely. Operators who are strategically integrating these smart, semi-autonomous systems now are going to be much better prepared for what's coming. The sports betting world is only getting faster and more complex.
So having this hybrid capability is becoming table stakes almost.
It's certainly heading that way. It builds resilience, efficiency, and ultimately a more reliable sportsbook offering.
Okay, so the picture is clearer now. We've moved from purely manual trading, facing real limitations, towards this AI-driven approach. But critically, it's not full automation just yet. It's about that powerful combination.
Exactly. The human element remains vital, just in a different, more strategic capacity. Finding the right balance in that hybrid model is, I think, the key challenge and opportunity right now.
That really gives us, and you listening, a lot to think about regarding operational strategy in iGaming. How might these AI advancements actually shape your own approach or your part of the business?
Yeah, it's worth considering, where could automation bring the biggest wins for you? And how do you ensure your human expertise is focused on maximizing the value from that technology?
Some important questions there. Thanks for breaking that all down for us today.
My pleasure. Good discussion.
Disclaimer. For informational purposes only, we do not encourage gambling. Play responsibly and follow local laws.